Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for another walk around video. This here is an orange glow Ford Tourneo Custom Sport featuring the 2-litre Eco Blue engine providing you 185 PS of power. That 185 PS of power is then transmitted through a beautiful automatic gearbox. We are registered on a 21 registration, so we'll be taking Ford warranty with us until 2024. The vehicle itself is extremely low mileage, it's only around 14,400. I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash. But this Tourneo Custom Sport is full of wonderful technology. It's a fully spec'd one, so let me take you around it and show you everything to offer. Let's, as always, begin at the near side front where we can look at the Bi-Xenon HID Headlights. So some of the best headlights in the market right now. The bit that might appear to be flashing at you at the moment is the daytime running light, and that is simply because the frequency in which the video is recorded at. But you've got some lovely daytime runners and some lovely Bi-Xenon HID headlights in the middle there. Just below they are complemented beautifully with some front fog lights, and just below them we have some parking sensors that trail all the way around the front bumper of the vehicle. Whilst we're here, we have got a little front-facing radar, and that's part of the driver assistance pack. I'll explain some of the more features in just a second once we're inside the vehicle. So we've made our way round to the offside front wheel, which is a 17-inch machine cut alloy wheel. So you can see the nice shiny silver bit at the front with the gloss black just behind, and the silver painted brake calipers just behind. These are fitted with Michelin tyres as standard. It's only done 14,000 miles of work, so if I can use the key as a gauge, you've got many thousands of miles, happy motoring miles left on those yet. Coming round now to the offside, I mentioned the driver assistance pack. That includes things such as, you can see me, but you can't see what I'm referring to, blind spot assist if that'll ever focus, just in the near side and the offside wing mirror. Got some very secure, high quality locks on there, so it's only going to be you getting into the vehicle. And as you can see, we have rear privacy glass, running all the way around the rear of the vehicle. So now we're arriving to the offside rear, and we're going to use some of this, I'll say sunlight, we've got a massive cloud now, some of the lovely natural light to take you all the way down the body, so you can see the condition of the offside. And we're going to end by wrapping round to the offside rear wheel. Okay, so we can see some rear parking sensors, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parking sensors, and they are complemented with a very good high definition rear vision camera. So before we go into the rear, we'll go and do the exact same treatment for the near side of the Tourneo. So I'll work our way from the top all the way down the vehicle. As you can notice, we have 2 sliding doors to gain entry to the rear of the vehicle, so whether it's safer on the curbside, on the roadside to exit the vehicle, you can be the decider of that. Coming down the near side of the body, and we'll eventually get to the near side front wheel. Okay, so I mentioned earlier, this is an AdBlue vehicle, so that means we have one of these lovely AdBlue systems here. We fill it up on a used car prep, so you don't have to worry about that. But all that does, it sprays a little bit of AdBlue onto your exhaust emissions, making it a nice clean vehicle. So the emissions are nice and clean thanks to the AdBlue system. Okay, let's open up the nice large tailgate, or a glorified umbrella, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so if you were walking your dogs in the field and it's having it down with rain, you can stand here, keep yourself nice and dry. In the rear of the Tourneo, so it's worth noting this is a short wheelbase vehicle, SWB. As you can see, the gap between the rear seats and the rear of the vehicle, and that signifies the short or longer wheelbase. So you've got plenty of space in the back here. You can fit copious amounts of suitcases, you can get bicycles in here. People like my references to animals, so 2 ostriches, no problem. This vehicle has a rear air conditioning system. So if I pop this little cover off, that is where the rear blower motor is for the rear air conditioning system, but we shall cover that in a little bit more detail once around there. Worth noting as well, we also have a full-size spare wheel just under there, and we also have all the relevant tools and jacks, which again I shall show you in a moment. So let's enter using the offside sliding door. Let's have a look inside the rear. So this currently is in conference mode, so you have 2 banks of 3 facing each other. This bank of 3 can be rotated 180 degrees, so this seat here will be on the left side facing forward. So again, this will rotate all the way around, and it's very easy to do so. So let me take this seat as a reference here. The first lever, pull this one backwards, clips into place, nice and easy. Second lever, just below it, pull that one up, pull that up, and that pulls the seat and locks it in the upright position. As you can see, all the mats are tailor-made to turn around with the seats. So if you have it on conference, they fit. Have it the other way around, they also are just going to turn with the seats. So once you're in this position, we have a little rail underneath here, and that will quite literally remove this whole seat. So it's a little secret. You can remove all the seats if you needed a transit van for whatever reason. You know, whatever, you can customise it. If you don't need all 6 seats, take 2 out, and you've got a lot more storage space as well. You can customise it to be however you like. Whether you just wanted 3 facing forward and a large boot space, take the back seats out. So you can customise it however you like. Just show you reference to this little poster that comes supplied, and it shows you all about the seats, how they fold up, how they clip in, and the different positions we can have them in. Anyway, you can look at that at a later date. So I'll just demonstrate with one hand and my elbow, because you need to pull it up. So that's the first bit. So nice and easy. 2 end seats, so this one, that one, that one, and that one, are all ISO-fixing seats. So if you do have little kiddies that have the clip-in ISO-fixing seats, you just clip in through them, little gaps there, and keep them nice and secure. So I'm just going to jump in quickly. In the rear, we have 2 USBs on the near side rear, and we have 2 more on the offside rear. So it's 4 USBs already. There is 2 more at the back of the handbrake, and there is 2 more at the front of the vehicle. So it's 8 seats, 8 USB ports. Everyone's going to be nicely charged. This one comes with a built-in sun blinds, so you can pull them down, retract them, clip them back in nice and easily. So if we look to the roof for a second, as you can see, we have air vents, we have lights, we've got speakers there as well. But these are the rear air conditioning controls, so you can adjust your fan speed and your temperature and your flow of air as well. So that's all on that little dial there. But yeah, so a very lovely place to be at the back here. So that's a brief tour around the back of a TOURNEO Custom Sport. You just hop out. So let's have a look in the driver's seat. Okay, so 2 electric windows to the front 2, mirror controls, and interior locking is found just next to the door handle. So pan round now. Before we touch on the driver's seat, pull this little cover. This is where the jack and all relevant tools are to change a wheel on the side of the road. So you're always going to be going in the right direction. The Tourneos come with some lovely half leather, half cloth interior. So it's a nice perforated cloth there, so it's nice and breathable. Very good condition leather all the way around, and defined by some lovely grey stitching, as you can see for yourself. So let's give you a little close up to the leather there, just to show you what fantastic condition it's still in. So you've got some really good condition seats all the way around. The front 2 seats are electrically adjustable. So you have a 1, a 2, 3, a 4, 5, a 6, and lumbar support just there. So if you need to get comfy, the black support, see that coming out. Lovely, very comfortable seatings for your longer journeys. Right, remote central lock-in, hit the key, straight in ignition. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You might hear some distortion on the microphone, so give me a second please. Vehicle, foot on the brake, turn that round, and that's going to give you power to the vehicle. So as we can see, we've just had the dash just light up there. So let's give you a quick tour around the driver information display. The left hand side, quite conventionally, is an RPM gauge. To the right hand side we have a speedo. The bottom 2 dials are a coolant temperature sensor to the left hand side and a fuel gauge to the right. As this is an automatic vehicle, we have a gear selection indicator there as well. So you're always going to know what gear you're in at all times. Park brake is applied. So yeah, anyway, so that's the gear indicator. In the top section, we have a digital driver display, which we can control using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So if we go, this is the home screen if you like. Let me just let's focus on that once more. And those of you that want to know, the exact mileage was 14409, so I was close, very close. We have two different trip computers in here. We have a My View, so you can customize what you are seeing on there, whether it's a calm screen, fuel economy, chip computer, audio. You know, you customize it however you feel fit. Coming down once more, this is the driver assistance pack that I mentioned earlier. So at the front of the vehicle we had the front facing radar, and that controls things such as pre-collision assist. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you now here. Blind spot monitors in the offside and the near side mirror. It's hard to show you because it won't focus, but practically you'll get an orange illumination. There you are, that little indicator there. You get an orange illumination appear in your wing mirrors if someone was to be in your blind spot. So it's nice and easy to keep yourself safe. Additional to the pre-collision assist and a blind spot assist is the traffic siren recognition, lane keeping system, driver alert, cross traffic alert, eco coach, and cruise control, and a speed limiter. So you've got tons and tons of driver assistance software on board this TOURNEO already. Other than that, we can have our navigation, we can have your audio, phone connectivity, and just your general settings. So just to zoom out again, so that was all controlled with the right hand side of the steering wheel and those arrows. Just below we do have phone connectivity, so pick up and decline call, forward and next song, and a voice command button there as well. The left hand side is where all the cruise control magic happens. So I do apologise about the sunlight this afternoon. We've just lost that cloud now. Now I can't see what I'm doing. There we are. Perks of live video. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in focus, but I'm not having much joy here. There we go, kind of. Okay, so the button here is for the adaptive cruise control. So using that one, we can set the distance to the vehicle ahead of us. So we can set the distance in different bars. Don't know if I can show you that. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. If you look at the dashboard, you can see the different bars. We can adjust those in accordance to the vehicle ahead of us. Speed limiter and regular cruise control is also found on this cluster as well. Have a volume minus, plus, and a mute button there as well. Okay, so let's progress on to the infotainment screen and all other relevant buttons. So again, I apologise about the sunlight. There we go. We have a little series of buttons down here going from right to left. The right one with the P and a steering wheel is for the forward park assist. So it's a very lovely system to have considering the size of the vehicle. So if you do struggle with your parking, you can click that and the vehicle will quite literally park itself for you. So I'll refer to that on the screen, whether it's a bay park, parallel park, perpendicular, you can do it. So use the arrows on your steering wheel to dictate what side you're going to be parking, follow the instructions, and yeah, it's a very, very clever system. In addition to that, we have parking sensors, a mode button, because this vehicle also comes with an eco mode, so you can lower the revs before changing through the box, hopefully giving you a more economical drive, and we've got one there for the traction control as well. If we was to look up now, and we'll look at the infotainment screen, again we've got some very glary sunlight there, so that's the parking screen once more. If we go home quickly, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to work out what the best place to hold the camera is. I think there. Okay, so I'll try to use my left hand. So this is the home screen fundamentally. It gives you a breakup of navigation, audio, and your phone connectivity down to the bottom right. We've got the latest software because you can see the dark blue band at the bottom. We have audio, phone, navigation, mobile apps. This screen fully supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So you'll need to use your USB data cable plugged into the little USB socket just there and take full access of the software on your phone. More importantly, you can do things such as Siri and Google Assistant, so it's a nice voice command system. So that's in there. Navigation, nice and easy to use. Click the search bar, comes up with the keypad. You want to come to Perkins, you're going to need Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. Click the search, it will speak to the GPSs up in the sky and find you a nice navigation. And don't forget, you can have the directions from there on the little infotainment, the driver assistance screen in front of you there as well. Okay, so in the interest of time, there's so much you can do with the sync module. If you need any more information, give us a call. But also just give you a quick view of the rear camera and parking sensors for forward and rear. Okay. I was going to release the handbrake and move the shifter out of the way. I can show you these controls quickly. We have one for fan speed, 2 heated front seats, heated front screen, different flow of vents in the middle, on off, air conditioning, recirculation and temperature control to the right hand side. It's always important to have cup holders in this sort of vehicle, so you've got two nicely adjustable cup holders which are tensioned, and a nice cover that shuts them all off once you're done. A USB and a 12 volt socket are also there, and also you've got an exclusive one for the driver which is a 12 volt and a USB again. Little document folder there also, little cubby hole up here to keep things nice and safe. Perfect if you're going into Europe and needed to keep passes somewhere, I'd imagine. I'll give you a quick view of the passenger seat before I leave, and that's about that. If you did have any questions, like always, the number you're going to need is 01376 550 899. Apologies about the sunlight, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye for now.